So actually for us UniCredit, the uptake has been quite substantial. We have now reached after 1 year around several hundreds of thousands of transactions on a monthly basis. In the last 6 months, to give you an idea, instant payment flows processed by UniCredit has increased of more, 62% more or less on the outgoing flow payments, and around 54% of increase in the last 6 months on the incoming part of the activity. So the uptake is actually quite substantial. What is interesting is as well that the corporate segment is interested, and especially SME segment of our client franchise is what I would define early adopter. We are today seeing amongst the overall volumes of transaction processed with instant payment, we are seeing that more or less 15% of the incoming flow of the outgoing payment flow, is actually executed by SMEs. And what is very interesting is that more than 70% of the incoming flow of instant payment is to be credited to SMEs. So it shows already now the appetite that part of the corporate segmentation of our client franchise has towards the collection side when it comes to instant payment. Well, I would say that there are three major reasons why the uptake has been positive. First of all, it's a matter of what I would define user experience. Corporates, treasurers are made of individuals, individuals that come in the office in the morning and put on their hat of treasurers. And these individuals are today already experiencing I would say the real-time paradigm in their daily activities, even always using more innovative solutions, and they are bringing these innovative solutions into the office, therefore in the corporate angle. And this is particularly true with, I would say, generally speaking, the real-time paradigm, and of which instant payment or more generally faster payments are made. So this is one first angle. Then the second angle I would define, and it refers to as well the reason, what we have observed recently, especially in the corporate angle for SMEs, is how much it is, I would say, interesting for these corporates when it comes to the collection part of the activity. Okay, instant payments enables to boost the day sales outstanding kind of KPI for working capital management, because it's a real-time collection and definitive collection. So it is definitely accelerating this collection process. It makes a lot of interest for this SME business and the corporate business in general. And last but not least, I would say as well that when it comes to the various processes that a corporate has to activate, several of these processes are expecting, for various reasons, that the payment flows have been executed, being on the collection side or on the payment side. So we've seen that the uptake of instant payment is the result of a clear expectation from the market when it comes to faster payment and real-time paradigm. There is a clear expectation, and now for the future, what we probably will see on a very short-term period is that there will be a further uptake as soon as the maximum threshold for the amount of each and any transactions will move above the existing 15,000 euro. This will definitely give it a boost, especially in the corporate segment. As soon as this threshold will be increased, we are expecting that there will be a huge uptake in the corporate environment, in the corporate client segment, and especially in the B2B kind of activities. Then, on the more medium to long term, we may think that probably instant payment will become the default method of payment in various aspects, being both in the retail and the corporate space. I think one of the most exciting solutions that will come following this open banking paradigm is what we may define as the future of global treasury dashboards. I mean by that, by whatever kind of client may from a central point have the view and be able to manage all this cash across the countries, across the banks, across various regions. And this will bring a lot of value. Obviously, with PSD2 implementation and the opening to third party, which will be able to access to the various current accounts of a given client, wherever it is, in whatever, across banks and across countries, we will already be there very soon for cash management. But then on top of that, we can add, next to cash management, various different, I would say, services and products which are very useful for a treasurer to build these so-called global treasury dashboards. I'm talking about trade finance kind of services, FX kind of business, credit lines and credit exposure, generally speaking, working capital management, but as well the liquidity and advisory around investments, liquidity management and advisory around investments. So this is what I see, frankly speaking, when it comes to the immediate future opportunities linked to PSD2. So UniCredit in this sector is clearly engaged. We are currently implementing PSD2, and we want to immediately jump on these business opportunities that was beyond PSD2, leveraging the open banking paradigm.